In just 10 years, millions of jobs could disappear. The rise of artificial intelligence promises innovation. But is it also hiding a darker reality? Tech companies are booming. But are they truly offering opportunities, or are they just illusions? Welcome to the future of jobs in 2035, where nothing is what it seems. Act 1. The Promise of AI and the Illusion of Opportunities. In 2025, AI was heralded as the ultimate tool for boosting productivity. Companies promised a future of smarter work, better opportunities, and boundless innovation. Major tech firms expanded rapidly, advertising thousands of new job opportunities. The future of work seemed limitless.
Well, it's the first technology that has no limit. I mean, when you invent a tractor or even a cell phone, you kind of figure out, okay, we can figure out how that's going to change life. Here, where the AI is very intelligent, and when you put it in robotic form, it can do a lot of both blue-collar and white-collar jobs. The fact that's happening over the next decade.
I think the spending on AI probably runs ahead of, it does run ahead of the revenue right now. There's no question about that. But the rate of improvement of AI is faster than any technology I've ever seen by far.
Artificial intelligence, it's probably hard to overstate how big of an impact it's going to have on society over the next 20 years. So it is big.
But behind the facade of opportunity, a different reality was unfolding. Job boards were flooded with openings that led nowhere. Resumes were submitted, interviews conducted, yet positions remained unfilled. The AI-driven recruitment systems weren't searching for talent. They were training themselves, using applicants' data to improve their algorithms.
Keep on hearing about how the labor market is robust, how there are literally millions of job openings. But what if I were to tell you that these job openings are not real? In fact, they are fake job postings. One survey conducted by Clarity Capital found that 68% of managers had job postings that were active for over a month, and that 1 in 10 managers has a job posting for over 6 months. These job openings that are posted yet go unfilled for months on end are referred to as ghost jobs.
If you've been looking for a job in the last few years, you've probably come to the realization that the job market is hopelessly broken. It's not just you, almost everybody feels that way, including myself. The problem is that there's not much that you can do to fix them, but there are some things that you can address yourself. I may ask you to invest 45 minutes to an hour in assessments only to reject you seconds later. And the same companies who are collecting all these applications are also providing this data to third-party aggregators and data brokers, who then take your information and Lord knows what would they do with it. But the thing that's probably the most grating to me is that these same companies say how much they value their employees and they value the job-seeking candidates on their websites and all this literature, but so few of them actually back it up, because let's face it, the experience that the average person has when they're applying to a job is pretty atrocious.
By 2035, the truth was undeniable. AI had replaced millions of workers, and the very platforms that promised connection now guarded a few remaining jobs. Most people were pushed into gig work, piecing together incomes from fragmented tasks, while the AI economy flourished.
You know, the challenge with AI is that AI is so all-encompassing, and it comes with many different challenges. It comes with many different dangers, which come into conflict with each other. And I think the open source versus closed source is a great example of that. Why is it desirable? Or let me put it this way. What are some reasons for which it is desirable to open source AI? The answer there would be to prevent concentration of power in the hands of those who are building the AI. So if you are in a world where, let's say, there is only a small number of companies that control this very powerful technology, you might say this is an undesirable world and that AI should be open and that anyone could use the AI. This is the argument for open source. But this argument, of course, to state the obvious, there are near-term commercial incentives against open source.
As AI grew stronger, humans found themselves trapped in low-skill, low-pay work. The gig economy had flourished, but not as expected. Instead of freedom, it offered desperation. For the top 1%, however, it was a golden age of profit and power.
What would your kind of observation be on AI and the impact on labor markets and people's jobs, and how they should feel about that as they think about this?
Well, I think we are seeing the most disruptive force in history here. Where we have for the first time, we will have for the first time something that is smarter than the smartest human. And that, it's hard to say exactly what that moment is, but there will come a point where no job is needed. The AI will be able to do everything. So, I don't know if that makes people comfortable or uncomfortable.
When you start getting that massive amount of disruption in employment, what do? The whole nature of employment is going to change. There aren't manufacturing jobs coming back. There aren't more coal mining jobs coming back. No matter what you do to the EPA, a lot of these jobs are going to be gone. You're going to have to recognize that there are going to be more people out of work. So,
through this innovation.
Yes.
People began to fight back.
But the future is not set in stone. Faced with an existential crisis, individuals, communities, and governments began to push back. The answer? Mastering the technology that threatened to replace them. AI was here to stay, but there was hope. Through regulation, education, and creativity.
The idea of, do we really trust government to adjust the tax policies and make sure that, we're shortening the work week? So it's happening very fast.
But we need to start tracking its impacts. We need to start being transparent and disclosing them and creating tools so that people understand AI better, so that hopefully future generations of AI model are going to be more trustworthy, sustainable, maybe less likely to kill us if that's what you're into.
As 2035 approaches, the future of work is no longer about survival. It's about evolution. By learning to harness AI rather than fighting it, humans are reclaiming their place in the economy. From ethical AI startups to creative innovations, we are writing a new chapter in the story of work.
But now the difference with generative AI, it is transforming the core of marketing activities. Now, in a recent study that the Boston Consulting Group conducted with Harvard, we found that ChatGPT in its current form already improves the right brain performance of marketers by 40%.
Like one of the things that AI is typically known for being good at is integrating a bunch of different types of data and sort of synthesizing them into predictions. So that's a particularly strong point. So, okay, well, let's try that. And they found a remarkable success.
The future of jobs may seem uncertain, but it is also filled with opportunity. By mastering AI, adapting to new systems, and pushing for ethical innovation, we can ensure a future where technology serves humanity. The choice is ours. Will we let AI control the future of work, or will we take control and shape it ourselves? The battle for the future of jobs isn't over. It's just beginning. Our greatest strength? Our ability to adapt. What will you do to prepare for 2035? Start learning AI now. Subscribe for more insights on how to thrive in the future of work.